Hey everyone, it's 16mm DJ here with another video about something techie and weird. Well, not so much weird, this is pretty common. This is a Gateway laptop. It is an NV53 model made in, I believe, 2009. As you can see, I'm sort of sitting Indian style on my bed. But here, it is a 15.6 inch display running on a 2.0 gigahertz processor, AMD 2-core, dual-core, Dealamhoo. Right now it's got a 6-cell battery in it, and it's a really underpowered machine. I mean that's not what I meant at all. It has a very short battery life, around 2.5 hours, even if you have super Windows power saving whatever on there. Just take a quick look at the outside. Here's the back of the machine. As you can see, there's this weird silver bar. It looks kind of like they were copying from Sony's Vaio, and if you look on the side, it especially looks like that because it's got a little power button on the side there. Going around, we've got, and another note about this silver thing, it's got this weird paint on it that scratches really easy. I think I touched my nail on that, and it came off. Nice little brown nick. Right here we have the exhaust vent, and the intake for that is right here in the front. A little hard to see, but right there on the lip, if you were to lay this flat on the table, you would see the vent would be getting in there. So on the side here we have the Kensington lock. I don't use it because I feel pretty safe. I should just tell the internet that, shouldn't I? Here's the power supply. It uses a 19-volt power supply. Here is your Cat 5 cable, Ethernet in. Well, I guess it would be in and out. That wasn't very intelligent sounding. Here's your VGA monitor, HDMI out. That's really an important thing because it has a Blu-ray player inside, and it has a stunning display as well. It's a really beautiful display. I don't like the glossy so much, but I guess that's part of it. Here we have 2 USB ports. There's another 2 on the other side. A microphone input and a headphone output, or I guess audio output. This is a multi-card reader. I know it can take SD, secure digital cards, but I'm not sure about other ones. I'm sure since it's a multi-card reader, it should be able to do more than one. Let me just turn it around here. On this side we have let's see what this says. It says compact disc, rewritable, DVD, multi, rewritable, and Blu-ray disc. So, I'm sorry, you could hardly see that. Yeah, and then we have a modem, and then 2 other USB cables, 2 USB ports, and then the power button on the side. So, it's kind of heavy. I think that I can't, don't quote me on this, but I think the weight, if you actually weighed this thing, it would be about 3 pounds. I think that's what the website said. My dad got this really cheap at, I think it was Tiger Direct, I think. Yeah, it was really a bargain. I'm not going to say how much, but it was cheap. This is a refurbished model, so has been refurbished, but it was in immaculate condition when I got it. There was absolutely no scratches, no nothing. I'm sure all the panels have been replaced, and there's plastic all over everything, so I'll go ahead and boot it up here, and you can see some of the insides as well. So I will go ahead and press the power button, and there go the fans. Here I am, hello. Gateway BIOS screen, and flashing cursor, and then it goes into Windows. And I have Windows 7 Home Premium installed in this, and so far I am loving it. I thought XP was good, Windows 7 is great. This only takes a few seconds to start up. As you can see right now, I'm already on the login screen. And right there. So I'll go ahead and type in my password. You cannot look. Stare at that pillow. Oops. Okay. Now you can look. So as you can see, as I said, there's the 15.6 inch. I think it's an LCD display. Very, very high resolution. Very nice. Appears as a really crappy little microphone. You can't really see it, can you? Yeah, there's a tiny little logo in the little hole that has a microphone in there, and a webcam, which is alright. It's not terrific, but it's acceptable. Here's the desktop I have right now. Of course, I've clogged it up with millions of programs that I believe it or not, most of them I use. Let's see, on the top on the front panel here, you have a few buttons, and you also have little indicator lights. I'll zoom in here. Here on the left, this is the hard drive indicator. This is the caps lock lamp indicator. There's the number lock indicator, number pad indicator. Oh, by the way, this does have a number pad. It's got a very wide keyboard. As you can see, it's got full-size keyboard, double full-size keyboard, I guess, with the keypad. And that's also why they have the trackpad offset to one side. I thought that looked kind of weird when I got it, but you know, as I said, number lock indicator. Here is a Bluetooth indicator. This is a little deceiving because there is no Bluetooth internal dongle. There's just the LED. I think a step-up model. It has the same case. Like this is the NV53 or something like that. That may not be the actual model number, but it's the step-up has a internal dongle. Right here we have a programmable switch, and if I zoom out, you can see when I press it, it will light up for a second, and then there you go, open up Google Chrome. And yeah, I don't need to do this right now. Just close that. Here we have a file backup, so you can back up all your files to I think a DVD or USB or whatever you'd like to. This is what's the word for it? This is your Wi-Fi aerial inside the thing. If you tap it, it'll go off, as you can see by the screen there. When you tap it on, tap it off, you know. I like to have internet, so I turn it on. This is a button that turns off the trackpad, so if you were to use the trackpad, it won't do anything. It's actually quite helpful, especially if you're typing and if you got your hands all over the thing. It won't like move the mouse, and it's useful for another thing that I'm trying to remember, but of course my brain is not working correctly at the moment. I'll probably remember it at some point, and then I'll have stopped recording the video and you won't know. There's a mute button, mute switch, and that also turns on and off the speakers, and volume control right there. So that's the front panel. The speakers are right here. Here's one. Those are left and your right. They're alright. They're not terrific. I had millions of little tiny ugly stickers on here. There's a big one right here and like 4, and one which was the AMD, which I kind of wanted to keep, was like actually at an angle. It was a little lopsided, and actually so is the Windows 7 one. If you look carefully, you can sort of see it's a bit lopsided, but I mean, not a big deal. I just removed them. It looks better that way. And what else? The keyboard is a little weird. It's difficult to get used to, but if you use a laptop for a while, you do get used to the keyboard. Let's see. There's the function keys. This one is a screen off. If you are looking at explicit content, if you're looking at government secrets and your mom comes in to check on you, see what you're doing, you can tap this. And wait a second. You know, I think I'm pressing the wrong button. You know, I'm using the wrong. Let me check. Oh, that's the one. That's the government secrets button. Is function F8, and you can tap any button and it'll come back. So function F8, if you're looking at government secrets, you can tap that and it will go away. And unless they click a button on your computer, then they will not see what you're looking at. What else do we have? Function F3 makes the computer go to sleep. Function F4 lets you switch between outputs. If you have a HDMI projector or a TV set plug going in there, you can switch between that. Function F6 runs or operates the non-existent Bluetooth internal switch thingy, and function F7 mutes the volume. F8 is the, as I said, the government secrets button. F9 is the pause and play button. F10 is stop. F11 is back, and F12 is forward, and then you have all your other buttons. Of course, your keyboard, and this trackpad is really weird. It was kind of tricky to get used to, but the trackpad itself is okay, but the buttons are, it's hard to get used to say the least. Oh, I forgot these. These are also from side to side is audio, same as these buttons up here. So you can have those, and up and down are screen brightness, and it can go from very bright, push function down, to very dim. You can't really see the difference, but especially with a camcorder like this. Oh, actually, you can't see the difference. But yeah, that's everything I got there. It's a picture I took of a Swift out in the park. And oh, okay, here we go. This is a AMD. If I open core temp, it'll tell me what type of processor I have, and I'll be able to tell you. It is a AMD Athlon 2 dual core Caspian, and tells me my my temperature readings are let's see, it actually says right here 127 degrees, and they're both running at about 128 degrees. So yeah, as I said, 2 gigahertz per clock. Let me see, I'll open up the SYSTEM and system information. I think that's it. Well, it's not exactly it, but I have 4 gigs of installed RAM, and so that makes 3.75 available. Let's see what else I got. As I said, Microsoft Windows 7 Home Premium is a 64-bit processor, if I didn't say that already. Yeah, that's basically it. So actually, I'll go to system check. That'll make you be able to see it probably easier. Give me the XP way to see it. I'm more used to that. There we go. System check. There we go. So I've got a 4.0 Windows Experience Index. That's the little thing they made up to tell you how good your computer is. And that is all the information I was telling you about earlier. And yeah, a little worried about Windows 7. It's amazing. Go use it. It's actually really cool. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. I think I'm about to go over my time limit, but anyway, this is the and another thing I have to mention is when you unplug the cable, when you unplug it, if you're you have to go somewhere real quick, listen to what happens. Isn't that just lovely when that happens to you in the library and you get people screaming at you? And same thing happens when you plug it back in. That's the only real complaint I have with this thing. And that and the battery. But other than that, it's a plenty powerful computer. It runs a lot of stuff really well with its nowadays measly 2.0 gigahertz processor. It's able to handle a lot. I can run Microsoft Flight Simulator at around, if I got it at close to minimal settings, I can get it to about 25 frames per second. So that's now I know that's not CPU, that's GPU, but yeah, I mean that's basically it. As you can see, it's 64 degrees and partly cloudy in Seattle. I don't think that's exactly true. Looking out the window, looks a little bit gray and bleary out there, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching and taking your time. Please subscribe if you feel that should be the thing to do, and favorite and all that jazz. So yeah, see you guys later, YouTube. Bye. Wait, should close it like that. Bye.